Hey, my name is Jolene, and this story is about my evil stepsister, Vanessa. When I was 9 years old, my mom remarried. Her new husband was okay, but his daughter was a 12-year-old witch that tried to make my life hell. One time she came into my room and asked if I wanted to see a magic trick. I said yes, but she told me I had to tie my foot to the bed first so I wouldn't run away. Of course, I was scared, but she told me not to be a baby, so I agreed. Once I was tied up, she brought the vacuum cleaner into my room and said, "Welcome to my magic show. Today, I will make a hamster disappear." I immediately realized what she had planned and screamed, "No, no!" And I desperately tried to break my foot free, but it was hopeless. Next, Vanessa turned the vacuum cleaner on, walked over to my hamster's cage, and plop! She had sucked him up into the vacuum cleaner. I was screaming like crazy. My poor Mr. Blinky. Finally, I managed to untie my foot and I ran to the vacuum cleaner to rescue my hamster. But I couldn't find him. Then Vanessa said, "Ha! I just pranked you. Your stupid hamster is still alive." She pulled him out of her sweatshirt safe and well. That's the kind of person she was. She made my life hell for years until she ran away from home at the age of 17 and got pregnant by some random guy. After she gave birth to her son, Freddie, she left him at our house and disappeared again. My mom gave up her career as a financial advisor so she could take care of the baby, even though she was making good money, while my stepdad kept his job as a software engineer. I thought it was unfair that my mom was taking care of Freddie, because he was Vanessa's baby. My stepdad should have been the one to quit his job. I didn't say anything, though, because Mom seemed to enjoy raising Freddie. But then my mom got cancer, and she spent months inside the hospital. That's why I had to drop out of high school to look after her and Vanessa's son. I was so pissed at Vanessa. I mean, even though she wasn't living with us anymore, she was still ruining my life. Meanwhile, my stepdad couldn't cope with my mom being sick, and he fell into a deep depression and started drinking instead of going to work. He lost his job as a software engineer, and suddenly we couldn't afford to live in our house anymore. Instead, we moved into a small one-bed apartment, and it was all Vanessa's fault. 6 months later, my mom passed away. It was the closest I ever came to giving up on life. I'd lost the only person who truly cared about me. And then Vanessa decided to move back in with us because she had nowhere else to stay. But when I asked her to look after Freddie, she refused. That's when I lost it. I screamed at her to take some responsibility, but she only laughed and told me to take a chill pill. The next morning, Vanessa was gone again, and so was all of my mom's jewelry. Mom didn't have much, but that jewelry was important to her, and she wanted me to have it. It was worth only $2,000, but I would never have sold it. It was all I had left of my mom. That's when I had enough. I decided to move out and find my own place. My stepdad still hadn't found another job, so he could take care of his grandson. I felt bad for abandoning Freddie. I cried as I gave him one last cuddle before leaving. That kid was in for a tough life with a mother like Vanessa, but I wasn't willing to sacrifice my life for this broken family anymore. My mom and stepdad didn't have any savings. They had never planned for a worst-case scenario, so when bad times hit, they couldn't cope. They couldn't afford a nanny for Freddie or the best medical treatment for Mom. Everything fell apart, and I had to step up to take care of everything. In the end, it was too much. I don't want your pity. I just want to give you some advice. Prepare for a rainy day while the sun is still shining. Have some money saved up just in case. And surround yourself with decent people who will help you through the tough times. Because life can be damn hard.